Welcome back to another NHL 22 video. The offseason is off to a crazy start for the Ottawa Senators. They have just acquired Cam Talbot from the Minnesota Wild for Anton Forsberg. Now he's 35 years old, but 34 in the game. So I figured it'd be a good idea to, throw Cam Talbot on the Ottawa Senators, give him 2 to 3 years, and see if he can lead the Ottawa Senators to the playoffs. I'm thinking 2 years. And see if he can lead the team to the playoffs. So if we're going to the starting lineups, we also added DeBrincat. And, I'm hoping Claude Giroux comes through. So let's add him on the team too. So we got Claude Giroux, DeBrincat, and Josh Norris playing that first line. Second line, we got Brady Tkachuk, Drake Batherson, and Connor Brown. Third line, Nick Paul. Let's pretend like that's Matthew Joseph. This roster is not very up to date, I guess. Colin White, another player who got bought out, and then Tyler Ennis. So this whole third line's no longer on the team, but let's ride it out. Then we got Zach Stanford, who is also traded. So, I mean, four of the 5 guys so far. Chris Tierney and Austin Watson here, but we're really worried about the top 6 and the goaltender. So let's see the defenseman here. So we still got Thomas Chabot. Michael Del Zotto is actually just bought out today, so maybe I'll kick him off the team here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to roster moves here. And Michael Delzaster, we're going to go to goalies, look in the system. So Matt Murray, he's off the team. So I'm keeping him in the minors here. Defenseman, so I'm going to get rid of Michael Del Zotto, and I'll bring up Jacob Bernard Docker, of course. Actually, let's bring up Jake Sanderson. What's Sanderson's overall in this? High top 4, Bernard Docker, medium top 4, Brandstrom, medium top 4, and Victor Mete. Let's bring up Brandstrom. So we'll bring up him. And we will go into the system. So Nick Holden, honestly, we can keep him there. It's not that big of a deal. 2-2, and then forwards. Let's see if we have everyone we need here. Going to the system, Parker Kelly, Shane Pinto. I'd like to get up, but we can keep him down there for this year. Unless, can I make any moves here? I'm a big Shane Pinto fan. Tyler Ennis, Zach Sanford. I'll bring down Sanford. I don't think he's on the team anymore. And now let's go to best lines and continue with this simulation here. So Stützle, where did Stützle come from? Was he not playing? We got to get Stützle on the first line. Definitely. Oh yeah, look at that. The line of sheer dominance here. Brady Tkachuk, Josh Norris, Drake Batherson keeping that line together. Then we got Alex Fermenton. Oh, he's actually a superstar X Factor, so it's probably better if I throw him higher up in the lineup. What's his potential? Low top 6. Drake Batherson is medium top 6. I'll keep it like this for now. Colin White, Connor Brown, Nick Paul, Chris Tierney, and Tyler Ennis. Defensively, we'll keep it with Brandstrom. Can we bring him up here? No, not at all. Josh Brown's no longer on the team, but any way I can get this a little bit changed. Josh Brown up for Holden. Don't really care to do that. But that's going to be the team for year 1. So let's take a couple of years here. Obviously, the roster's not perfect. NHL's not fully up to date. But I'm giving Ottawa Claude Giroux. DeBrincat's on the team as well, medium elite. I'm excited to see how this first line performs. Obviously, Stützle, not the highest overall yet. But let's go through simulating year number 1 and see if Cam Talbot and our new additions, DeBrincat and Claude Giroux, can lead the Ottawa Senators to the playoffs. Let's get simulating. Our first year here, the Sens were battling for a playoff position. So let's see, in real life, we're trying to trade our first round pick or potentially pick up a top pairing defenseman or a top 4 defenseman. And honestly, I would bring Erik Karlsson back, just not on this contract. But is salary cap off? Salary cap is off. So you know what? For the sake of the video, let's bring him back. Let's bring Erik Karlsson back. We'll give him a first and a second. Just, why not? Ottawa would have more than 45 players. I can definitely get someone a little bit higher. But just for the sake of the video, to make it a little bit more fun, let's bring EK65 back home to the Ottawa Senators. Let's see who we can give up here. Michael Delzaster. We'll trade him there. First, second, trade, reject it. Oh, they're going to make me work for this a little bit more. What about 2 seconds? There you go. You want to give him up. I want to get Erik Karlsson just for the fun of the video. Let's do this. I don't care to give up 2 first. They're not going to really mean anything. Trade accepted. Erik Karlsson. Welcome to the Ottawa Senators. Another player we're looking at is John Klingberg. So just, see what Klingberg is doing here in the Dallas Stars. He's another player that the Ottawa Senators are going after, unrestricted free agent after this year. So hopefully the Ottawa Senators can get him as well. But picking up him would be a little bit more of an ask. But, you know, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'd give a first for Klingberg. And then also, I'll give a roster player here. Defenseman. Who can we give up here? Not going to trade Sanderson. Brandstrom will keep. Bernard Docker. I don't mind moving on. Bernard Docker, Lassie Thompson. Just why not? Dallas. Boom. Trade rejected. I'm not going to go too crazy. I kind of want to keep it a little bit realistic. Ottawa's never going to get Erik Karlsson back, but how do you say no to adding Erik Karlsson back to the team if you're a real Sens fan? He did great work for us, but so far 35, 22, and 7. I mean, we're doing really well. Josh Norris leading the way, 67 points. Let's edit the lines and make sure Erik Karlsson is indeed on the roster. Erik Karlsson and Thomas Chabot. What could have been, but didn't end up happening. Would have been absolutely beautiful. But let's see how the rest of the team is performing so far. Obviously doing pretty well. 35, 22, and 7. Stats here. Josh Norris, 67 points. Erik Karlsson actually has 57 points in 60 games, even though he's a minus 19. Brady Tkachuk, Claude Giroux, Batherson, Stützle, DeBrincat. It looks like that second line is really carrying the load, which is surprising, but I'm okay with that. Josh Brown's worst player on our team, as expected. He was in real life. That's why we traded him away. Don't know how we got a third-round pick, but I'm going to simulate the rest of the year. Hopefully we make the playoffs, and hopefully I see you there. I think we're at a point where we did make the playoffs, but let's simulate the last game of the year. Claude Giroux's old team, the Philadelphia Flyers, not a great start. Second period, at least Giroux gets a goal, but we get absolutely lit up. 6-1. Hopefully we did make the playoffs here, though. Did make the playoffs, come on. It looks like we are going to make the playoffs and potentially play the Carolina Hurricanes in round number 1. So what do you think? Do you think the Ottawa Senators can make the playoffs, assuming they also get Claude Giroux on the team? Obviously not 100% certain that's going to happen, but great year from Josh Norris to Chuck. Great year. Karlsson. How'd Karlsson play with us? He had 13 points in 18 games, plus 8. Much better than how he was playing for the Sharks. Tim Stützle, 68 points, 88 overall now. Claude Giroux, Chabot, Batherson. DeBrincat did not play that well for us, but that's okay. We're going to start simulating the playoffs here. So let's see. Can Ottawa win the Stanley Cup now? Now we made the playoffs. Can we win the Stanley Cup? I forgot to check Cam Talbot's numbers. I'll check it after the playoffs, and it looks like we might get swept here. Well, we didn't get swept. We're still alive. Still alive. Okay, let's slow sim game number 6. If we get to game number 7, anything can happen. First period, Brandstrom scores. Second period, big period, Nick Paul, Claude Giroux, Chris Tierney, Josh Norris, and Tim Stützle. Okay, we're going to game 7 on the verge of a reverse sweep here. Let's go. Game number 7 in Carolina, so not going to be an easy one, but 3 wins in a row for the good guys. Game 7, can we complete the reverse sweep, or our heart's going to be broken here? First period, 1-0. Brady Tkachuk scores with 2 seconds left. Second period, 2-0. Drake Batherson gets one past Freddie Anderson, and we have a 2-goal lead in the third period on the verge of a No. Please, Talbot, hold on for us. Please, power play. Huge kill here, getting outshot 30-28 on the verge of the reverse sweep. 2 minutes left. Wow, the Ottawa Senators, the Magic team. We reverse sweep one of the top seeded Carolina Hurricanes. And who do we have next round? We got Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, and the New York Rangers. 1-1 after 2. Game 3, we fall in overtime. Okay, come on, boys. There it is. 2-2 now. Anyone series? Overtime loss. 2 overtime losses so far. Down 3-2 in the series. We're going to have to come back again here. 2-1 after the first. Shorthanded goal from Nick Holden and Erik Karlsson. Second period, we double up on them once again. DeBrincat and Drake Batherson. Third period, DeBrincat gets another. And we're seeing our second straight game 7 here. Come on, boys. On the road once again. They are the higher seed. Let's get into it. Second period here. Second period, game 7. 1-1 or 0-0 after the first. Second period, that's not good. We made it close. Fall 2-1 to the Rangers in game 7 of round number 2 there. Honestly, a pretty good start. Let's do one more year. Brady Tkachuk leads the way here, and I wanted to look at Cam Talbot's stats before I forget. So Cam Talbot here, player stats, and then go to goaltenders. So Cam Talbot, 36, 21, and 9, 904, 307. So not crazy, not terrible. 3 assists, though. Do love to see that. And if we go into the entire NHL, he was, let's go wins. Cam Talbot, where are you at, buddy? Cam Talbot. Not the highest up there. Not bad. Not bad. You know, middle of the pack. Save percentage obviously not going to be at the top, but I'm not upset with it with the team we have around him. So let's get in. I'm going to do all the offseason stuff, and we're going to get into the second season, and then see if we can win the cup that year. All right, years 2. We've got some serious development on some players, and we had to bring back some old faces. If you're bringing back Erik Karlsson, you got to bring back the greatest of all time, Jason Spezza. He has reached his 1,000 points. Look at that, Toronto last year, 63 points in 82 games. We're putting him on the second line with DeBrincat and Claude Giroux. What a dream line right there. First line, we got Brady, Tim Stützle, and Josh Norris. Do we want to put Norris on the center? Let's see that. We are definitely going to put Norris in the center, which is good there. Spezza will play center there. Probably has a really good face-off rating, 85. Claude Giroux has 94. So we're actually going to throw Claude Giroux in the middle to play center there. And then third line, we got Nick Paul, Drake Batherson. So let's see who's got the best face-offs here. And it's going to be Nick Paul in the middle there. And then Connor Brown. Then fourth line, Shane Pinto, Colin White, and Alex Fermenton. Defensively, we got Brandstrom, Shabbat, Klingberg, Karlsson. All the others, morales don't really work, so this is how we're going to have to go. And then, of course, we have Bernard Docker and Artem Zub down there. And then in the cage, none other than Cam Talbot. The team is looking absolutely beautiful. Love to see it. A mix of the old Ottawa Senators, the new Ottawa Senators, and the potential Ottawa Senators. Let's get the final year going and see how we do this year. I'm predicting Spezza 68 points. Tim Stützle 96 and Josh Norris 102. Let's get going. Tough. Year 2, we don't actually make the playoffs. That's what you get for messing around with the team too much. Win 41, 32, and 9. We missed out on the playoffs by 2 points. So too many overtime losses. Happens. It's fine. Josh Norris does lead the way with 79. I predicted 100 points. It did not go as well. Jason Spezza 50 points. Got to fly. I think flying in near me like a savage. Drake Batherson, not the greatest, but DeBrincat, I hope you're better in real life than what you simulated. Connor Brown played really good for the third line. But that's going to do it for this video. So what do you think? Do you think Cam Talbot, I'm hearing Claude Giroux's coming to Ottawa, so we're including him in here, and Alex DeBrincat, you think they're going to lead the Ottawa Senators to the playoffs? And if they do, how far will the Ottawa Senators get? I'm hoping just to see playoff action. Once we get to playoffs, we're going to upset everyone, become Stanley Cup champions. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you next time. See you later. Cheers.